Hey you guys, I'm here with my friend Tyler, and he's going to ask me some questions about LARP and the kind of LARP that I do, and he's never LARPed, or as far as I know, role-played before, or have you done tabletop gaming at all?
I have not done any of it. I used to like RPG games when I was in elementary school, but that was as far as I got.
Okay. Well, it's fun. You should do it. We're probably gonna make you.
Joe said something about 2 weeks, or it's like the third weekend in, what is it, July or?
Yeah, this month.
Oh, this month? Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going,
Awesome.
but I just want to be a surf or something.
Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna be a bunch of nobodies.
You guys told me about, yeah, you guys told me I could, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And you won't have to fight or anything, so it'll be cool.
Alright.
We need another surgeon around.
Hmm?
We need another surgeon around really bad.
You need another surgeon? Oh, yeah, because you're a surgeon.
Yeah, dude.
Alright, so my first question is, how many people LARP? Like, how often? How many people out of 100?
Well, I don't know.
How many people do you know?
I know,
Are these,
just
am I being...
most of the people I've met since I graduated high school LARP.
Okay.
That, like, new people in my life, most of them are LARPers.
Okay.
So there's a whole bunch of LARPers in Atlanta.
Is there?
And there's like different websites and different groups that try to like take polls and stuff and figure out exactly how many people LARP in like different areas.
Yeah.
And I think LARPing.org worked on one, and so we can go back and check it. But there's like a whole bunch of different things that we could look at to see like how many LARPers are where, and like sometimes even what kind of games they play.
Okay.
But around Atlanta, it's like there's a ton of LARPers in Atlanta. Like a bunch of people LARP, and you wouldn't even know it.
Like you would just never guess?
Yeah, just like a ton of people. A bunch of college kids, especially. A lot of them LARP.
I went to VSU in first year.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know, it was before everything happened. But okay, there's a park across the street from like the front lawn, and they used to, like, every other week they would have a LARPing thing.
Oh,
And that's southern fucking Georgia, you know what I mean? So not many people. I was very surprised to see that many people going at it down there.
that's crazy.
But yeah.
Do you have an idea of what kind of LARP it might have been? Like,
do
did it
not.
look like, was there combat? They have like.
It was
walkers?
combat. It just looked medieval. Like.
Alright, so it's like just a medieval fantasy LARP. Okay. So just like a general medieval fantasy American LARP. That's what you saw probably is what is similar to like a large percentage of the LARPs in Georgia, I think.
Yeah.
They're all real similar to that.
Is there any like one famous LARPer?
Not that I know of. I mean, I can't think
Are
of
there
anyone
famous
who's.
LARPers?
I mean, I can't really think of any people who are like famous or like super well known for
famous
like
for LARPing.
LARPing. I can think of some people who are definitely well known for like their ideas on LARPing and some of the work they do.
Yeah.
We could talk to some LARPers and just say, hey, like, what names might come to mind when you think of people who LARP? And a lot of people might say names like Lizzie Stark, who's well known for like her ideas on LARP, and just people like that. And so I probably suggest checking her out if you want to learn more about LARP. So, like a bunch of stuff she's written about and a bunch of stuff she's done is really worth looking at, because it gives you a good idea of a whole bunch of different types of LARP.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess like as far as people you might think of when you think of LARP, she would probably definitely be one of them that comes into mind for me.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Lizzie Stark.
Where? Yeah, ask you where there are events like the one that I might come to 3 weekends from now. Where are they held?
Oh, a lot of events like that are held at like public, like state parks and stuff.
Okay.
Like, we have always been using state parks. We had been using Laura S. Walker, but now we're using General Coffee State Park. And
you were using what?
Laura S. Walker. It's just another.
Oh, it's just a park?
It's just another Georgia park.
Okay.
And some other places that LARPs around here often play at, other than just like state parks, either in their campgrounds or in their cabins. A lot of people use like sometimes public places like playgrounds and smaller parks, smaller public parks for little like one day, like afternoon long games. But like the weekend long games, you generally see them at state parks where they reserve campsites.
So there are games where you stay 2 nights?
At Avios, the one that you hopefully will come to, it's Friday through Sunday.
Oh, okay.
But there's all kinds. Some of them last, some games last longer than that. Some just last like a day. Some last only a few hours. Different games play different ways.
Okay. And now, I told you that if I were to go ever, that I just want to be a background character. I don't want to have a real character. I just want to be there. You know what I mean? So, and you're a surgeon. You have this built-up character, right? What are the rules about breaking character? Can you just hang out for a minute and be like, "Yo, I'm Stephanie"?
I mean, the thing is, you can just hang out and just chill, and you wouldn't have to break character. It's easier if you just don't, because no one else is gonna.
It's easier if you just don't even. Okay.
Yeah, because especially Avagos, but every game has a like different things that are normal for their community and stuff. Like at some games it's totally fine to break character. At some games, you know, you have to do like a signal. And at some games they would request that you don't do it unless there's an emergency, or like you need to like ask an important question, or like if you need to talk to a staff member, or for any number of reasons that make sense. Because some games have the main goal of immersion, and then that kind of is just broken down when everyone's like, "Sup, I'm Bob," and they just break character. Because you're there to LARP and you're there to roleplay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can catch up with everyone before and after and all that good stuff.
But I'm not even talking about wanting to hang out and catch up during the fight. I'm just saying
I was just saying like.
Oh yeah.
But like, as examples, but like at Avagos, it's like a bunch of people go there for them. Like a bunch of people play this game because we don't break character.
Yeah.
So like if people come and they break character a whole bunch, it kind of ruins the whole point.
Okay, so this relates to that. How many LARPers? What? Okay. Do a lot of LARPers have their own accent? Like, do they carry an accent with them?
Yeah, and I meant to make a video about accents.
Are there more? Are there more with accents or without?
I mean, it depends. I see a lot more NPCs with accents than PCs. So a lot more, like the staff, I feel like is more likely to have a character with an accent than players.
Yeah.
Because they're so used to it, and the only reason I don't do accents is because I'm just like too embarrassed, and I feel like I'd be really bad at accents. But I feel like it's a little less than half that do accents that I've observed. But that's just at the game that I mostly play. I feel like maybe wider out it's probably like at least a 50-50.
Alright.
But yeah. Some people use accents at Avagos, and some accents are really good, and some are like, okay.
Just ridiculous.
And I don't know, I feel like they really make it fun sometimes. Because there's like a guy that I play with, and he's a friend of mine, and so he uses like this French accent, and he like uses it the whole weekend, and so at the end of the weekend it's really cool to hear him talk normally after 3 days.
It's commitment.
Yeah.
It's really good commitment.
Especially he was drunk and he was still not breaking character. It was amazing.
Good man. Good man. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
One of the last things is accessories. I know that you have tons of accessories. I saw them built up in that room in there. Where do you get them?
Well, I try to make as much as I can, but I can't make a lot of accessories that I like to have that are like metal and stuff, and jewelry. I'm not really good at making jewelry. So I think a lot of LARPers check out thrift stores for accessories more than anything else, but we look at, you know, Renaissance festivals and stuff for unique pieces, like really unique items. So we check out things at thrift stores and just people who make stuff that we meet, and yeah, definitely thrift stores is like #1.
I wouldn't have expected that, but you know that the Atlanta Renaissance Fair was this past weekend.
See, I went to the Georgia Renaissance Fair.
Maybe.
Yeah, because me and Joe went to it a few weeks ago, and I went one. It was like Mother's Day weekend.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was Mother's Day weekend. I went and I saw some real cool elf ears that were made real well, and they were hand painted. Looked really realistic.
Really?
And just really cool, like leather pieces and cool dresses and stuff.
It's very cool.
Mm-hmm. And plus, if you find stuff at thrift shops, then like odds are, like it's not made anymore, and like it'll be harder for people to have the same exact thing than if you hiccups. And then if you just buy it off the shelf. Yeah. And also, it's a lot cheaper. And it's really fun to just go to a thrift store and get a bunch of stuff and alter them, or use the pieces in different ways. You can just do a whole bunch of stuff with things that you wouldn't have expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
So thrift stores is just like perfect.
All right. I do love going in there with like $15 and coming out with a huge bag of clothes. It's pretty cool.
Also, like, props are fun to find at their stores, like bowls and stuff. All kinds of things, boxes.
Yeah.
You can find all that stuff. And flea markets.
Alright, very cool, very cool. Alright, is there anything that you wanted that I'm speaking for all the people that don't LARP? Is there anything that you would like to say to anybody that doesn't LARP? I mean, if you were meeting somebody and I'll let you know beforehand that they didn't LARP and they wanted to know about it, what would you say to them?
I would say that they should ask more than one person about LARP, because there's so many kinds that it's like when I try to explain LARP to one person in like one sitting, I feel like I'm drowning in all the information that I want to give to them. Because there's just so many kinds. It's like trying to explain gaming to a person in like one sitting. Like, there's so many types of gaming. There's so many types of games.
You don't even like.
Yeah. Like, it's just impossible. You're just like, I can't even. You don't even know.
I'm constantly apologizing for just going off on rants about just simple things. It's not even big things like that. But yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. So more than one person, don't get that stereotype stuck in your head from what one person tells you.
Oh, good. Was there a bug?
Yeah. I didn't want to tell you.
Thanks.
Alright, well.
Oh, wait, I had a question, though. So far, like, I've spent a couple days talking to you about LARP, probably more than you care to hear about it, but, what's like your impression of it, I guess? What do you think of it so far?
Well, I knew what it was before from seeing it around and just catching 5-second clips. But I never tried to delve into it. But all the simple questions that I'm asking you really helped out. I didn't have to, I didn't have to wonder too much. I didn't have too much left on my mind after 5 minutes. I mean, it's not really, I thought that it's bigger than I thought, is what I'm trying to say.
Like, it's just, especially outside of America, it's a huge
really?
hobby. In Europe, yeah, it's like a really huge hobby. Bigger than I ever expected. Like, I had no clue until, like, a few years ago how big it was.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
I want to go. Remember I told you I wanted to, like, go to Germany and stuff?
Oh, yeah, for LARP. Alright. I didn't know it was for LARP though.
It was one of the reasons.
Alright.
It'll be definitely a way to get friends to go with you.
Yeah, I hope to travel. Well, I mean, it's not my first time traveling, but next time I go somewhere, I want to go overseas to where my fucking little 12-year-old sister is right now, and just kind of hit it on my own. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Backpack a little bit. But yeah, that is.
Awesome.
If I had something going on over there, I would definitely get some people to go with me. But that's all the questions I have. I appreciate you answering them for me.
Awesome.
Can I plug myself with social media?
Yeah, dude.
Hey, my name's Tyler Brantley. You can look me up on Google+, YouTube. I have a page on Facebook besides my normal account that you can hit me up on. I don't do Twitter that much, so I know everybody's on there. But anyway, yeah, no, thank you, Stephanie, for having me on your channel. I know you're a lot more successful than I am in that region. What is that face for? You're just, oh, you motherfucker, talking nice about me. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. Stephanie's a really nice girl. Subscribe to her. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video, okay?
Thank you guys for watching it, and if you have any questions for me or for my non-LARPing friend, then you can leave them in the comments, and in the description I'll have links to all the stuff that he was just talking about, all his Facebook and YouTube and whatever else.
Thank
Google
you.
Plus, all of that.
Thank you.
So bye guys.